Recognize you, something was missing.
Oh yeah, the hat.
I was like, who's that man in there with my girlfriend? Okay.
You looking good. You look great.
I feel good.
Oh,
See my new.
I like that. All right. All right. You showing shoulders and everything? What's going on?
You know, all of that. You know, a friend of mine called me and she said, what happened to your wife? And I said, excuse me? I mean, I've been in white since 2007. Can't a girl change?
Oh,
okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So this is just kind of showing some of the artistic talent of our Rwandan brothers and sisters.
Nice.
You know, so,
That's something.
I'm gonna stand
Wow.
up so you can see it there.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, wow.
That's cute.
Wow.
With pants.
You're talented. Oh, nice.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, they
Wow.
put you on up.
I get to pick up my dress on nationwide TV. Okay.
Right.
Yes, everything is cool with me.
That's good.
I'm cool.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing my qigong every other day, and then on my off day, I walk for a couple miles.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do that 4 mile walk again. That 4 mile walk,
Yeah, that's something right there.
It in half. So I do 2 miles. So it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, qigong. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, I walk. See, I've finally gotten accustomed to when people see me walking, they go, why the hell are they clapping at me like that? So somebody told me that's because you old and you still out there moving. I'm like, really? So I just clap back at them. Okay.
Yeah, right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy today to introduce everybody to the one, the only, the pioneer, the revolutionary, the great, the entrepreneur, and hotel, and owner, and builder, and you just do so many amazing things here in Africa. The one and only IMAKHAÜS and Njinga, Mama One Africa, Okofu in the building.
That's right, our Mama One.
Yes,
Yes,
in the flesh.
And it's great to see you, and you look lovely as ever.
It's great to see y'all too. I miss y'all.
Oh, we miss
but
you
I don't
too.
miss like that because I could see you know, on the boob tube. But, you know, like,
Yeah.
they touch you. I miss that, you know. And I got enough of your stuff in my house. I got your paintings. I got your statue. What else I got in here?
Yeah, you have a museum in there. A museum.
Oh, yeah. And I got that fabulous bookcase that I bought from you. That I had to cut down to get in the house.
Yeah, it was
okay.
So, Mama One, just a brief history. Now, we know you've been in Ghana for, how many years were you in Ghana?
From 1987, the first time I set foot in Ghana.
Okay.
And then we bought land, we acquired the land in 1989, and we escaped from America in 1990.
Okay.
Nice.
Man.
So like 30 some odd years.
Okay.
Long time.
That's a long time.
Right.
So you have transitioned within these last 2 or 3 years from Ghana to Rwanda, right?
Right. I came to Rwanda in 2018, came back in 2019. COVID caught me, and I was here until they lifted the ban. But when they lifted the ban, I was loving it so much, I just didn't bother to go back. So I've been back to Ghana once since, relocating to Rwanda.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you still have your hotel in Ghana? Because you built a hotel there. Okay.
Yes. We built it's more a health resort than a hotel.
Okay.
It's kind of a traditional African village setting. We don't have TV, Wi-Fi, hot water. We don't have any of that stuff. I mean, you can get it, but we don't provide it. Okay. And it's a place to really just get away, let all that other stuff, but we always running, doing this. But no, don't do. We come in here if we want you to sit, relax, eat good food, meditate, watch the ocean, okay, and just let everything else go. Now, if you want to have Wi-Fi, you got to bring it with you. If you want hot water, we'll heat some water up for you. Not a problem, okay? And we have a museum on site, and the people enjoy it. Like some people, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. I said, no, I don't, but I can tell you where to go, where they have it.
All right.
And most people are like, we'll do this. This is definitely a change, okay? And we provide massage and stuff like that, So to do something different.
Nice. So that's beautiful, and we definitely have to visit one day when we go to Ghana. So moving from Ghana to Rwanda, like, what's the difference between Ghana and Rwanda?
The difference. Well, zero tolerance for corruption.
Okay.
The streets are so clean that you can eat off of them. It's easy to do business. I mean, I registered my business on a Monday. Tuesday, I had my documents. I could open a bank account very easily. Over 50%, and at that time, over 60% of the parliament was female. All children have an opportunity for education. The government even pays for them to go. Okay. I don't hear of children, if they don't have no money getting put out of school. In Ghana, if you don't have your funds, you're not going to school. So, and then, the people, I love the people in Ghana. They are truly, truly the friendliest people in the world. Rwandans are not all over you friendly like that. They're still friendly. They're nice people, and I enjoy them. They're respectful. And the thing that I miss most is the ocean.
Okay.
And some people. But what I miss most about Ghana is being on the ocean. You live on the ocean for 30 years, and now you find yourself in a mountain surrounded by clouds, And Ghana Rwanda says that it's the country of 1,000 hills. I think they lie. There's a million hills. I don't care where I go, I'm going up, down, up, it's a hill. Okay. And the country is beautiful. I feel like I'm in a garden when I'm driving through Rwanda. It's so clean, it's so beautiful. And that's why I like Rwanda. That's why I love Rwanda. And when I went back to Ghana, I could see the stark difference in terms of friendliness of the streets, and the fact that most of the people love the president, and the president loves the people. And they call it the Singapore of Africa. And it is. You know, I mean, you're nomads, you all make comparisons, but Rwanda is truly a wonderful place. And you know, we've had people come from Ghana to visit Rwanda and have taken back some of the same sentiments that I voiced. One visitor, he was from the government, he said the difference between Rwanda and Ghana is that Ghana had more luxurious cars.
Luxurious cars. Oh, wow.
He said that Ghana had a lot to learn from Rwanda. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. I've got a beautiful apartment with an unobstructed view of Kigali, and I can't beat that.
Nice.
You know, I have the people I live with, you know, I have my own apartment. We don't see each other unless we want to. Okay. And you see private entrance. Only time we see each other, we were driving up the driveway together. That's it. Okay. Or somebody's picking up the garbage, just coming to fix something. But otherwise, I can't beat this.
Nice.
You know.
So one thing that we find amazing about you is that you have done your thing in the U.S. I know you've been in Ghana for a long time. You've done your thing there. You know, wonderful establishment. We hear so many people talking about One Africa in Ghana. But then you came to Rwanda and you said, okay, no, I'm not going to take my shoes off and kick back and do nothing. You are putting in more work. So that's something, you know. So what made you decide to work with the women of Rwanda? And you have the Rweru Women's Initiative that's taking place or going on right now. You're doing some big things. What made you decide to do that?
And what is it actually?
Well, you know, just because, you know, you get older, somebody says, oh, well, you're 80 years old, you ought to go someplace to sit down. I don't feel like sitting down, okay? I still got a lot of time. You know, no, I don't have a lot of time. But anyway, for the time that I do have, and, you know, I'm shooting for 149, but that's when my lease is done.
Nice.
In the meantime, you know, I just can't sit around and do nothing. You know, I don't know how to knit, okay? So, and I hate to cook. So I got to be doing something to give me some mobility. And after visiting Rweru, which is one of the reconciliation villages in Rwanda, and hearing the stories from the women of what they went through during the genocide, and seeing victims and perpetrators living together. I mean, actually living together. And, you know, when I heard some of the stories, I went strictly New York. I was like, in my mind, I wanted to hurt somebody. I mean, people already been hurt, but I was just like, my heart broke. And I was like, I just couldn't understand how you could forgive someone, anybody, that had done something so terrible. And one of the ladies had said to me, she told a story about how this brother, whose family had killed her family, her husband, a couple of her children, and they're now in this reconciliation village, and this man comes to her and asks her if she would be the godparent, the godmother to his children. And she said yes. I mean, my mouth was like, what? She said yes. And when I took all of that in, and when I asked the question, about how you do that. And she said that until you forgive, you cannot go forward. Deep statement.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was like, whoa. Until you forgive, you can, and unless you forgive, you can't go forward. So I took that with me, and it resonated over and over again. So when we were talking, I was with a few of they're my extended family, Sonia, Byron, who I always call him our honorary sister, because he was always hanging out with us. He's the only guy. He goes wherever his wife goes, and she goes wherever he goes. Now, if they can't go together, you're all out of luck. They ain't moving. So it was Sonia, Byron, and Mama Zulu, my sister, me, as I call her, who joined the ancestry. It was the three of us, and it was like, what can I do? I want to help. It's like, I got to do something. Okay, first of all, I got to get it in my head, forgiveness. But what can I do in the meantime? Okay. And so, we as Africans born in America, we are accused of being aggressive, and we can tell you what we want you to do. My thing is that I don't tell you what I want you to do. I ask you, what can I do to help you? And and then I'll do whatever it is that I can do. So when I ask them that, what can I help you do? Something. And so they told me that they wanted to build a cultural center. They wanted something where women in the village would be able to have a skill. They want to do something. And so art just doesn't mean, drawing and painting, but to have a skill. So I said, okay, I'm going to go back to Ghana and see what we can do. So I went back and started raising money. I said, well, the ladies want to trade. And when I had asked them, I said, well, textiles, sewing, something. And they said, yeah, they would like to do that. So I went back and raised some money and came back to Rwanda and had enough money to purchase 5 sewing machines. And working in conjunction with another young group called Rich Hearts. And Rich Hearts is a group of, and they're all young people. I think I'm the oldest person there. I'm a patron. I think the oldest person in their group is like 39. They're also survivors of genocide. And so we came together to have a One Africa Rich Hearts Association to work together. Okay. And so I went back to Ghana and raised some more money and was able to buy some more machines and all the things that we needed to set this training center up. And so, like I said, with COVID, first one thing and then another, and we succeeded. I know how to beg, okay? I can beg for everybody. I can beg for everybody but me, okay? Because I'm the vice president of the board of directors for a school in Ghana. It may have a great moment, so I may have to throw the name in later. Forgive me, Shakesha. I'm suffering from CRS sometimes, okay? But we have a school in Elmina. It has over 200 students. It's the Akoma Academy of Arts and Science. And I did remember, okay? And so I raised money, I said, what do you all need? You need a bus? Okay, I'm going out here and see if I can raise money for a bus. So I raised money for a bus, and the first bus, we didn't really have a lot of money. We really didn't have a lot of money, so we got a bus. And I won't tell you the other part of that, but we did get this bus, and we painted up the bus. The bus was looking real nice. And the person that gave us, sold us the bus, told us it was a good bus. The first day that the bus hit the road, we were picking up the children, the daggone door flew open, and the bus wound up in a ditch.
Oh no.
Fortunately, no one was hurt. So from that, I thought to myself, no. We're not buying those used buses. I mean, I got to raise money for a better bus, a good bus, okay? Which I did, and which I'm still in the process of doing. You know, we do have someone who said, "Oh, Mama, why Africa? What do you need?" I was like, money for a bus. And he said, "Okay." And the brother has been sending us money for a bus, and we're almost to that point of having enough money to get a good bus. You know?
That's great. Wow. Nice.
So that's what I do. I haven't met a millionaire or a billionaire or somebody that said, "Please don't make me have to work so hard. Could you just give me the $200,000 that I need to run this program for the next 2 years?" I'll be ever so grateful, and I will pray for you every day and call up the big, get my ancestors behind this, okay? And so that's basically my take on some of what I do.
Nice.
You know, I just I'm peanut butter the clown. Okay?
That's right.
I took peanut butter the clown to Tanzania, okay? Yeah. And we had a good time. It was, whoa, what is that?
Yeah, you saw the video. It was amazing. Wow.
Right, I'm going peanut butter, baby.
They look like they had a great time. They look like
they had a good time. They had a good time. I even had the adults blowing up balloons. I said, I can't find no pump. So here, everybody gets a balloon. Y'all get the balloon. Okay. Yeah, so it's I'm good. I'm happy. I'm doing what I want to do, as it comes to me. I ain't breaking no laws. I ain't hurting nobody's feelings, I don't think. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I want to be treated well.
All right.
And so,
all right.
So that.
And you deserve it. And so back to...
I think so. I tell my kids that.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, you deserve the best. You deserve the best. So back to the Women's Initiative Rweru. So tell me, what is it that the women are doing at this center?
At the center, the women are being trained by experienced instructors on how to sew, design clothes, and not just clothes, purses, you name it. They're learning how to sew and design, and they're good. They are so good. And so we started out. We had one teacher, and she's not bad at all. But she was young, recently graduated from a school herself, and we hired her. One, we didn't have enough money really to hire anybody else. We were trying to find somebody with experience, and her experience has been, basically what she was just graduated, and so we didn't have a lot of money, but we offered her what we had, and she took it, okay, and she shared what she learned, and so we realized that we really needed to have someone who was more experienced. And, So we found someone there, the Nyamirambo Women's Center, which is in Kigali, introduced us to her. Said she's real great, and told us what she wanted, and we were like, okay, we have to rob a bank to get this money. Let me put on my big bag, okay? And so I was able to get the money together to pay her. And she's more than an instructor. She is an instructor, she is a counselor, she is a psychologist, and she brought to the program what the women needed. You know, somebody that they could really talk to, somebody that if they needed to cry on the shoulder, hers was there, she got big shoulders, okay? She's such a wonderful person. And she took them from a level, from here to there. Like
wow.
I would come in, we have quality assurance, and, I come in and check the work and stuff like that, make suggestions. However, the difficulty being is that I speak English and they speak Kiwani. And after good morning, good afternoon, how much, and thank you, that's the end of my Kiwani. Okay. Metamorphosis, good morning. Morokuzi, thank you. Morokuzi-chani, thank you very much. Nandahe, how much? Big, okay. And now I can say sala. Okay. Yes. I think that, yes. So it was that kind of difficulty. It's like sign language. You pick something up and you go,
wow, okay.
So this in a straight line. So this in a straight line. Just imagine how good I look.
As teacher.
Okay. As a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use everything.
And he took it to an altogether another level.
Wow. And some of the pictures we have seen, they make some really extraordinary pieces, some really lovely pieces. They're doing a great job.
Really?
Great job.
They're really doing a good job. So the thing here is that in my raising funds, because now what the ladies are doing is that they are organizing themselves for their cooperative, because they now will own their business. Okay. So they have a choice. They can either become a part of the cooperative, or if they want to go off on their own, they can. So what I've done is that for those that want to go off on their own, I'm giving them the sewing machine, because it doesn't make sense to train and then you go out and you can't work.
Right.
They all decided that they're going to stay.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
They said at least 9 of them want to stay. So I've given them all the machines to start their business.
All right, that is beautiful. Wow.
So now I have to go and buy 20.
Wow.
I have to now use 20 more machines.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's a 2-year program. Because we were supposed to start with 20, but because of COVID, we could only do 10. So now we have 20 new students waiting in the wings to start the project, the second phase. So that's why I need to put up the building, okay? And but we'll be able to do that. And then in this phase, we'll have a child care center. We have an annex for the children, because a lot of the women are widows, single parents, head of households, And so we'll now have someone who's going to be able to take care of the children while the mothers are working. So, you know, if you breastfeed, you can't leave them titties at home, okay?
Yes.
So this way, you can leave your training place and go right next door, pop it in his mouth. After you feed him, go back to work, okay?
Yeah, she's also a comedian.
Well, you know, it ain't like America. You know, in America, you know, you squeeze that milk into a bottle and go to work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we ain't got no bottles over here like that. I mean, not that they don't have bottles, but I mean, they do what's best for the child. And best for the child is to slap one of them titties in his mouth and he's good to go. The ladies graduated, you know, they all got their certificate. And Miss Rita, let me see, I can show you. Miss Rita presented everybody with a bracelet, okay? And the bracelet says, love, inspire, teach. The bracelet for the ladies was love, inspire, learn. So the first one was for the instructors. And so they also got bags for each of their children. We put together a bag of school supplies, gave that to them, and they got an envelope with some money.
Okay.
You know, so, and you know, we've been delaying because of COVID. You know, we couldn't have a big graduation. So it was just myself and Javier and the reporter to record the event.
Yeah.
So, but then we got the news that we could no longer use that facility because the association had let us use it for the past 2 years, and now they needed it back. First, what they wanted to do was maybe we could all be in there together, but that's totally not possible. Okay, because with phase 2, we have 20 more women that will be starting training. So we have to find another facility.
Yeah.
So I figured, you know, we'll build our own. And it's right next door. Michelle, you saw it. It's right next to where we had the original plan. You saw it. Yeah, so it's a nice piece of land.
It is.
And I had a contractor come up, take a look, and he gave me a price. So we had several prices, you know, it's like we could do it all in mud, which didn't seem to be practical. And so we're going to use blocks for this permanent facility.
Yeah.
And it will belong to them when we finish.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. So we said 60. And I feel pretty confident that we'll be able to get it, you know. So,
nice.
So that's where we're going. So I'm having a fundraiser at Sheila's Honey.
Okay.
Have you been to Sheila's Honey?
No,
Yeah. Well, we're having a fundraiser there next week.
Nice.
You know, so we get started. So I'll just keep on doing it until we get the money.
Okay.
Plus looking for grants, things like that. And so I'm pretty confident, and I'm just so, not even amazed, I'm just so proud of what they've accomplished.
Yeah.
They see some of the stuff that they made. They've got their laptop bags, dresses for men, women, and children. And when you see where they were, I mean, they went from, say, 30% to 99% in terms of quality of the work that they're doing. And the fact that we had all those challenges with COVID, first one thing and then another, you know, funds fluctuating. But they're really, really good. I'm so proud of them. You know, so anyway.
And congratulations to the graduates.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to give a heads up to some of my folks, like Javier. He is on it. He's there all the time. Monday, another one. I give a heads up to the entire organization, but there are a couple of people there that they never leave me at all. Yeah.
That's
They,
good.
they keep me out of trouble. Okay. No, you can't do that. You can't say that. And I'm like, I don't know why I can't say it. It's the truth. They said, no, you can't say it.
So those out there who are watching and they want to donate or give to the initiative, how can they do that?
Okay, there are several ways this can be done. We do have a bank account. They can make deposits directly to our bank account, or they can go to our website, and there is a donation tab there. And our website is www. Rweru Women Center. And Rweru is RWERUWOMENCENTER.com.
All right. Excellent.
I pray I got that right.
I think you did.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yes.
Or they can donate directly to my our Echo bank account. Okay. It's a U.S. dollar account, and they would address it to IMAKHAÜS, which is IMAKHUS. Another word in Njinga, NZINGAH. Another word, Okofu, OKOFU. Now, contact me at +250 788 659 148.
Excellent. All right.
And then, I think that's better. Then I can give them the account number.
Okay. Perfect.
That helps. One Africa, ONE, Africa with a C, _ Ghana at yahoo.com.
All right. Perfect.
Those are my contact numbers.
Nice.
So,
and I have to say, as a witness, we were in Rwanda at one point, visited the Women's Initiative, Rweru, with you. And that was, that was amazing that day. Being on the bus with those folk and with all you guys having fun and seeing everything, in progress, how it's going, and the women, and they just look so happy, and they're very creative. And I got a chance to see the store and some of the items they had in there. It's, they've been busy. They're really good.
They've been busy. One of the things that, since we don't have the center up as yet, what we've done is that, everything that's been made can be sold. And as I said, take the things and let's sell it with the funds, so that at least they have some form of income. Okay. And people, they've been, people are very understanding. I'm like, I feel really bad that I'm not able to say once a month, here's your stipend. Okay. Because when I questioned, as I was setting things up, people, no, you have to give no stipend. I said, where I come from, you give a stipend. I mean, the fact that you're going to school versus you're going to work, you still need to have something.
Right.
So I get stipend. I don't care. I'll find it, and I get stipend. And The women were very much appreciative. They were surprised. I said, no, it's not your birthday. Just got registered as an enterprise.
All right. Congratulations. Hey.
Yes. Now it's enterprise.
All right.
Yes. So that, I finally found out what that meant. Enterprise is what? I don't make my money? No, I don't. It all goes to the project. So my company is now called One Africa Skills Development for Social Change and Economic Empowerment.
All right. Nice.
Enterprise.
Nice. Congratulations. All right.
Congratulations, number one.
Excellent.
That's
even more work. Nice.
So let me tell you one thing. I have been up for days writing grants, finding people that want to give us some money. And it's a not-for-profit, It was easier to do that. So it is definitely not-for-profit. It's for the development of women. And we've added something to that. We've also added a piece to be able to help men. Okay. Because, there are funds out there for the empowerment of women. But then, when we talked about it, it's like the full nucleus of the family is the mother, the father, and the children.
Right.
So, yes, we want to empower women because women in the business world have always been, pushed down. We always have to fight so hard. We get paid less, So the thing was, let us not alienate the male entity, okay? Because we need the brothers to help raise the children. Yes, many of us, we're single parents for whatever reason, whether the husband died or the man left or whatever, but mothers cannot be fathers, okay?
That's right.
We try, we do the best that we can do in the absence of, but a mother cannot be a father. And so the thing is that we want to include the men in what we're doing. It's like, what do you guys want to do? You want to do, they want to do farming. So then let us help you to do that.
Nice.
Okay. So we don't want to separate things. So that was the latest edition. And I've just been up figuring out ways, to get it done. And I know that we'll get it done. I don't have no qualms about that.
I hear that.
So I'm going to join the Billionaires Club.
Hey! Nice.
Okay, folks. All y'all got all that money. It ain't for me. It's for the community,
Nice.
That rhymes. It ain't for me. It's for the community.
Yes, and we congratulate you. You do so many things for the people, for the communities, everywhere. It's just amazing. Definitely. You deserve all your flowers now, So those who are
that's I told my kids, can y'all give me my flowers now where I can smell them and my coffee?
Oh, that's right, the coffee. Yes.
I like my coffee. I like it black. I like my men. Black.
Oh, wow. Yes. So that's amazing.
That's what's going on. And I just love y'all. I tell you.
Oh, we love you too.
But see now, when we launch our building, you got to be there.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Launch the building. Okay. And I asked the contractor said that it would take 4 months, maybe 5 months to complete it.
Wow.
And that, so people shouldn't get afraid. It's like somebody told me, listen, how much is your project gonna cost? I said, because they said, I'm gonna help you. And I said, wonderful. So he said, how much is the project? I said, well, the building is $60,000. And he said, oh, I ain't got it like that. I said, no, I'm not telling you, I want you to give it all to me if you could. But no, everything is cool.
Yeah.
You know, get what you can give.
That's just the goal, yeah.
So, right, he said, what is my goal? That is my goal. My goal is $200,000, but I don't want to scare you all off. But so the contractor told me that if I could give him 50% to start. And I said, okay, you know. And then as we go, you know, we continue to raise funds.
That's good. And that's creating more jobs for the community, right? That's good.
Yes.
Create jobs for the community. And I don't know, I just love Africa.
Yeah. Yes, we all do.
Love Africa. I love the fact that we as African people are doing for African people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, Mama One, did you see that it just happened like on the news where in the Ukraine, you know it's a war going on with Russia and everything, but it was a lot of people fleeing the country and going to like Poland and Romania and countries like that, but they weren't letting the Africans on the train to go. You know, did you see that?
No, I mean, they're not letting the Africans on the train.
They wasn't letting them on.
Black girl go, they're pushing her, they're not letting her go, they're not letting her go. Is it right? Is it right? They're not letting the black girl go. 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 See the black girl go, they're pushing her, they're not letting her go. allowing any black people to enter inside the gate. We are all here, usually Ukrainians that they are allowing in. Even the ones with kids, they're not allowing them in. The lady has been here for days and nobody's asking any question. Only Ukrainian women and kids they are allowing into these gates. All the places blocked and all are full of black. From different communities, from different countries, nobody's talking to us.
Everybody that wants to leave is not being allowed to leave.
Yeah.
So if you're looking like us, you can't leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't curse because I don't want y'all taken off the air. But that's a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
And once again, I mean, I think it ought to say something to African governments. I mean, everybody else treats us like crap. Even our own people treat us like crap. Okay? But it says that we have to be better to and for each other.
Right.
I mean, we're going to European countries asking for aid, going into partnerships with them. And when our people are in places, whether it be China, now here in Ukraine, that you won't let our people on, so what are you saying? We should get killed, okay? Because it's just like the brother was saying, I remember years ago when a couple of Africans were being held hostage. I forget one of them wars that the United States was in. And they didn't keep us. You know, it's like, oh, we got some black people over here. And they were like, oh, they wasn't going to spend no money to get us back. And the people that had us were like, let them go on back to America, because America's not going to give them nothing. Okay? America's not giving them anything, but they'll pay hostage for white folks. Okay? So it's basically the same thing. You're saying that you look at my face and you don't see me as a human being, but you see me as something less than that can be disposed of or not missed if we get killed. I think it's a bunch of BS.
Yeah. So why do you think other cultures, when they look at like black people or Africans, you know, people in the African diaspora, why do you think they treat Africans this way?
Well, you know, we've been treated like this for hundreds of years because we don't value ourselves as much as other ethnic groups value their own people. You know, the Chinese are for the Chinese, the French are for the French, and we're for everybody else but ourselves. Okay? For example, here we have a store, and I'm selling fish, and the Chinaman is selling fish. Well, my fish is maybe 2 cents higher, okay? Well, instead of supporting me, even though it's 2 cents higher, you will pass me and go to the Chinaman, and you buy his fish. Now, you know, in America, foreigners come into America and are helped financially. They get help.
Yeah.
We who were born in America can't get no help.
Yeah.
So we have to sell our products maybe a little bit higher. So we're doing this on our own.
Right.
It's the same thing with the foreigners that come into Africa and take the resources and treat us like crap. Our governments are not coming to our aid. You know, they had a couple of incidences where the Chinamen beat the worker. Nobody said anything. I mean, I'm trying to remember was it Tanzania? I really can't remember what country it was, where the authorities actually stood up for the people, okay, and marched them foreigners to the airport and said, don't come back.
Yeah.
Our resources are basically given away. So where is the respect for ourselves? Excuse me, you got gold mines, whatever, oil, whatever. Okay. We're giving it to somebody else as opposed to looking at it from the standpoint that, fine, partnership means that I get 51%. You don't get 99, you don't get 90% or 99%. No, because what about the people? So we have to have that kind of respect for one another before we can expect respect from foreigners. You know, it's like, how can I love you? How can I love this person more than I love myself, more than I love my people? And it has nothing to do with being racist. I'm not racist. I said, oh, no, you racist. Even my own grandchild told me I was racist. I said, why am I racist? Oh, because you don't like white people. I said, I didn't say I didn't like them. I said, I love us. Okay? I care more for my own people. And Garvey taught us that. And Garvey's why I'm in Africa. Okay? To be able to love and support my own people. Finish. And until we're able to do that from the people at the top who are responsible for the country, it's not going to change. We're fighting each other. We're fighting the wrong enemy. We're not the enemy. Yeah. We're fighting each other. We should be fighting the people that are coming to do us harm. And we all know that Africa can feed the world. So how are you going to tell me that we're poor?
Yeah.
Africa is not poor, okay? It's the people who are responsible for the running of Africa. We're not poor. Africa's got enough to take care of the world.
Self-sustained.
So, so I'm not really surprised that that's being done to us. Okay. I'm not surprised at all. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's just like white boy killed George Floyd. White folks killed the sister. I mean, how many of us have been killed and we come together for a moment? Okay. It's like this too shall pass. Until it happens again.
So, like, what are some things that we could do that to create more value within ourselves? Like, how can we break that cycle of just being divided and always fighting each other? How can we come together? What are some solutions to us just being more supportive of each other or valuing each other more?
I think that valuing each other more means being able to do business with each other. We need to be able to share our history because our history in America is different than the history in Africa. Okay? Good, bad, or indifferent. It's like when we send our children to school, our children, right up to the university and beyond, receive a Eurocentric education. You cannot expect us to come out with an Afrocentric mind receiving a Eurocentric education. That's one of the places that it has to begin. We have to be able to talk about our history beyond slavery. You know, I get so tired of hearing people, well, 400, we didn't come into being 400 years ago, okay? Do you all know who Mansa Musa was? Do you know who Hannibal was? Do you know who Jesus was? Okay. Until we are able to look at our value historically and come to an overstanding, I say overstanding, meaning coming to a higher level of consciousness, not understanding. Under, down, suppressed. No, we come to a higher level of overstanding. And we support each other. It's like somebody came to my museum and said, you don't have no white people in here. I said, white people don't live here? No. There's a couple white people over there standing under the body of the man that they just hung. Okay? You want to see white people? Okay, I'll show you white people. And it's not like, well, you're racist, just We have to be able to deal with the truth of who it is, not only that who we are, but who are the people that did what they did to us. They said, well, like they try to pass off this thing with slavery. Well, Africans sold you into slavery. Excuse me, I'm not saying that they did. Some did not have a hand in it. But do you see the Jews blaming other Jews, even though there were other Jews that had something to do with their Holocaust? Can we keep it to what's good about us? Because there are a lot of good things about us. Okay. So, I'm sure everybody that's listening to this can probably add a lot more than I have, but we need to do it. We need to not be chair-side revolutionaries. Okay. Revolution will not be televised. Okay. But to be able to come together to make things happen and not separating ourselves. I mean, we separated ourselves. You remember back with W.E.B. Du Bois, they used to have the brown bag test. You had to be a certain color in order to, that kind of stuff. We keep looking at what somebody else has. It's like, oh, their ice is colder than ours. Ice is ice. Okay. You don't want to look like me. You want me to have long, straight, flowing hair, like somebody told me the reason that they didn't wear locks. So they wanted their hair to shake. So I had to take my hair down. They said, that's here. Is this shaking enough for you?
Yeah.
You don't see the beauty in this? I'm telling you. So that's what we have to do. It's like, I was in a store when I was in the States, and I was amazed. This lady spent $400 for some hair. That she was buying from the Chinese. She was buying from the Chinese place. Now, the lady down the block, she had hair too. It wasn't good. So, it's a lot. I mean, I think it's one of those kind of questions that would take a seminar. Okay. Because when you listen to the State of the Union address, and one sister got up and she read the riot act to the folks, and she was so right. It was the lack of respect for ourselves, and thinking that what somebody else has is better. It's just like, instead of staying here in Africa to help build and develop Africa, we go someplace else and help and develop them. You know, I had a young girl the other day who went to the American Embassy. She's been accepted at a school in the U.S. She took all of her papers and everything. They asked her 3 questions and turned it down.
Wow.
Now, the person conducting the interview was not a Rwandese, was not an African from anywhere.
Okay.
2 white boys.
Wow.
And they were condescending.
Wow.
And when she tried to show them, you know, the first time she went, they turned her down. But they didn't ask her for, you know, how you gonna take care of yourself? Few questions they asked her. So she was given another interview. And it's like, well, what are you bringing this time? So she's saying, I didn't have an opportunity to fully explain myself before she was cut off. She said, I came to bring the financial statements of my parents to show that they can take care of me while I'm in the States. The guy said, we don't need to see that. And turned her down. Yes.
Wow.
You ask any African who's trying to go to America what a difficult time they get to get things. Okay. So we have to be strong here, okay, and not let somebody else other than ourselves be in charge. And we have to hold accountable the leaders who are selling us out. We have to hold accountable.
The thing with what you were saying about she's trying to go to school, you said in America?
Yeah.
So the sad thing that came out, there's an article with the situation in Ukraine. It's showing that there were thousands of African students. A lot of these are students in Ukraine that are studying engineering and medicine. You see? So where are the programs on the continent? We're brilliant. Where are the programs? Why do we have to leave? Why do you got to leave home?
No.
Yeah,
Why do we have to leave?
Yeah.
Okay?
That's a need.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And Cuba is saying people of African ancestry, people of color, teaching them. So why can't, with all of the resources that Africa has, why can't Africa set up medical schools, engineering schools for our own people that are able to then bring all that knowledge and experience here? Why can't we do that? Why do we feel that it is necessary? Well, we feel it is necessary because there are the facilities here in many countries either don't exist or they're not qualified. I mean, you can go to a medical school in Ghana and other African countries, and then when you go to America or England, they won't even let you in their school. You've got to go to school again and pay. And in the meantime, with all your experience, you drive in taxis in order to have some income to be able to take care of yourself. It shouldn't be that way. You know, people look at us and say, oh, they black. Okay. You know, and even, you know, it's like people get themselves all bent out of shape with this terminology, and I don't like it, the word nigger. But if we understood where that word came from, it goes back for hundreds of years, way before slavery. And the term being nig, okay, had a different connotation altogether. It meant king or lord. I'm gonna send it to you. I got a very, very interesting article on that. And definitely, you look at it, nigger is a bastardized word. Taken from there, but how many people know that? Okay. And it is not a term of India.
Right.
Right. Yo, my nigga, what's up? And I'm like, are you talking to me? And what he said, well, his friend from America said that when you see an African American, you go like, yeah. I said, no, brother, you cannot do that. Yeah. And if I was close enough to you, I'd have slapped the face out your mouth. So then when I saw him again, he was like, yo, homie. I'm like,
oh, no.
It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger than the thing called a bigger. But, yo, my homie.
Yeah. That's media. Oh, my goodness. Woo.
I'm like, damn, guys, give me a break. Let me show you something. This is
oh, wow.
our t-shirt.
I love it.
Okay, for the project.
All right. Rweru Women's Economic Empowerment Initiative. Nice. Very nice.
And then on the back it says, the face of forgiveness.
Nice.
All right. Nice.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, One Africa. One
Africa. Yes. That's right.
Let me give a shout out to Sheila's Honey.
All right.
Okay. Sheila's Honey, we're having the fundraiser there. And she does have some of the best honey I've tasted.
Wow.
Okay. We have another sister, Maisha. She just moved to Rwanda. She's also offered to make my flyer.
Right.
So
nice.
That's what I'm talking. Asking people help.
Hey, helping each other. That's right. Building together.
Yeah.
Building together. That's right.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta build together. And when I see them building around here, I'm like, they remind me of the work again. There's so many people. Like, and they fast. And they putting up some dynamite buildings.
Yes.
So, and since y'all have wandered off to other sites, well, where are they? Where they coming back? I said, just don't you understand the meaning of no. Okay. Yeah. What? I said, coming back. I said, I don't know. No, they ain't coming back. They got a whole lot more of the world to Yeah, but I have to say that a lot of more people have come into Rwanda since you guys left.
Wow.
Numbers are growing, people are doing business. My business is I make sea moss gel.
All right. Okay. Nice.
Right.
Nice. Okay.
Like I need something else to do, right? I need some more money, so I figured, okay, I can do this.
But they can reach out to the same email, right? If people want that. You ship that as well?
I'm only selling that.
Okay.
Because shipping and stuff like that.
Okay. It's local.
So I just do it local.
Nice.
I go to Ikawa, always has something going on. And, wherever, I just take my bottles and go set up.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's my girl this morning?
She's in the room probably doing her work. Ayla, come here for a second.
That's okay. Leave her alone. She okay.
Yeah, say hi to Mama. Yeah.
Hello.
She's a real after my own heart. Oh, your your pajamas?
Yes. It's a onesie.
I want a pair of those.
I know.
You want one now?
It's comfy.
I know it is. So the next time I have a hot date, I'll wear those. It looks a hell of a lot warmer than the ladies.
Very warm.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Mama One.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and we do miss you. It's great to see you. You look great, and good to know you're still doing your thing, making your mark on the continent. Definitely.
Well, I know one thing. It's hard catching y'all. I was going to come visit y'all in Burundi. Now I looked up you over to the South Africa. What?
Oh.
It's awful good. And, you know, I just want to thank you. I want to give all honor and praise and glory to our Mother, Father, Creator, and to the many of our great African ancestors whose shoulders we stand upon, whose shoulders I stand upon, whose backs we lean upon, and whose shoulders have held us up until this day. That we should never forget from whence we came. And it ain't from 400 damn years ago in the slave dungeon.
Hello.
Okay.
Right.
Let us be clear.
All right, Mama One. We love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you.
Yes.
And please don't ever forget that we are unapologetic nomads, and we unapologetically
Nomadic!
Oh,